All right, so we're diving deep today into the final chapter of Age Well, Live Fully, Your Mind-Body Prescription.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff packed in here.
Definitely. And you shared this source wanting to pull out some practical strategies for navigating getting older. And there are some good ones.
For sure. This chapter really gets into like the actionable stuff, which is great.
Yeah.
Sometimes you read this stuff and it's a lot of like just concepts.
Yeah.
This is more like, okay, what can we actually do?
Exactly. And I think a good place to start is with staying motivated, because that can be a big one.
Totally.
The book really stresses setting realistic goals, and I like how they frame it around experiences.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, so not just like, okay, I want to lose this much weight,
Right.
but more like I want to have the stamina to go on that trip or, keep up with the grandkids.
I see. So it's like a bigger picture thing.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
they suggest that shift can really make a difference.
Yeah, makes sense. It's more like intrinsically motivating.
Yeah.
You're not just chasing some arbitrary number.
Right. And it's more sustainable because it's tied to something you actually enjoy.
It's funny you say that because they actually talk about sustainability too.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they highlight finding a workout buddy.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, for that accountability and support.
Absolutely. And I think they also mention like mixing up your routine to keep things interesting.
Yes, because I was going to say, like, doing the same thing over and over it can lead to burnout.
Totally.
But if you're trying new activities, you're more likely to stick with it.
Exactly. And I love how the book emphasizes celebrating even small wins.
Oh, that's huge.
Isn't it? It's like acknowledging any progress, no matter how small.
Yeah, and I think that ties into, like, how our brains are wired,
Oh, how so?
Like, when we reward ourselves even for small things, it releases dopamine,
Right.
which reinforces those positive behaviors and keeps us on track.
Oh, that's so fascinating. Okay, so moving on to mental well-being, which is obviously just as important.
Couldn't agree more.
The book really stresses that we have to prioritize our minds as much as our bodies as we age.
Makes sense. I mean, it's all connected, right?
Absolutely. And one thing that stood out to me was their focus on mindfulness.
Yes. Such a buzzword these days.
It is, but they describe it in a really helpful way.
Okay, how so?
Not as like emptying your mind, but more like gently bringing your attention to the present moment.
I see.
Like noticing your breath or the sensations around you
Okay, yeah.
without judgment.
So it's more about awareness.
Exactly. And it can be a powerful tool for managing stress.
For sure. And something else they stress is social connection.
Oh, yes, that's crucial.
Like nurturing those relationships is vital for combating loneliness and isolation.
Absolutely. And they also talk about challenging your brain through learning.
Oh, I love that.
Right, like
Yeah.
picking up new hobbies, reading, playing games.
That's like giving your mind a workout.
Exactly. And it's not just about preventing cognitive decline.
Right.
It's about maintaining that sense of purpose and connection to the world.
I think that's so important.
It is, and I also appreciated that they touched on the importance of seeking professional support when needed.
Yeah. Taking away the stigma around mental health.
Exactly.
All right.
So important. So let's shift gears a bit and talk about adapting to physical changes as we age.
Okay. Yeah, that's a big one.
The book offers some really practical advice in this area.
Like what?
Well, first and foremost, listening to your body.
That makes sense.
Like really paying attention to those signals and not pushing through pain or discomfort.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's hard to know when to push and when to rest.
It is, but the book emphasizes that adjusting your activities as needed is a sign of wisdom, not weakness.
That's a good point.
And they reiterate that regular exercise is still crucial.
Of course.
But it's about finding activities that are appropriate for your abilities.
I see, yeah.
And focusing on maintaining strength, flexibility, and balance.
Makes sense, and I'm sure they touch on diet, too.
Oh, absolutely. The importance of a balanced diet for overall health is a consistent theme throughout the book.
Yeah, as it should be.
Right. And they also highlight how critical sleep is.
Sleep, yeah, that's one I struggle with.
I think a lot of people do, but they really emphasize aiming for that 7 to 9 hour range.
Wow, that's a lot.
It is, but they point out that sleep is when our bodies and minds do their essential repair work,
True.
which becomes even more important as we age.
That makes sense.
Hmm.
Okay, so we've talked about staying motivated, taking care of our mental health, adapting physically.
What's left?
How about mindset?
Oh, yes, maintaining a positive outlook. That's huge.
It is, and the book really underscores how our mindset can shape our entire experience of aging.
And one thing they suggest is focusing on appreciating the present moment.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because they say a lot of our anxieties stem from dwelling on the past or worrying about the future.
Oh, I see.
So bringing our attention to the now can be really beneficial.
Makes sense. So what about gratitude?
Oh, they talk about that too,
Yeah.
like actively taking time to acknowledge the good things in our
It's
lives.
so easy to focus on the negative.
It is. And they also talk about surrounding yourself with positive
Oh,
people.
yeah. Your tribe, so to speak.
Exactly. And cultivating a good sense of humor.
Oh, I love that.
They even mention how laughter can actually reduce stress hormones.
Wow. So it's physiological.
It is. So it seems like what we're learning from this deep dive is that aging well isn't about avoiding getting older.
Right.
It's about actively participating in the process.
I like that.
Yeah, and engaging in strategies that support our well-being on all levels.
Exactly. So it's about taking control.
Exactly. And, thinking about all these practical takeaways from your source material, it seems like there's a lot we can do to age with vitality.
For sure. It's not just about accepting decline,
Yeah.
you know?
Right. It's about living a fulfilling life at every stage.
Absolutely. So as we wrap up here, I'm curious, thinking about these different aspects of aging well, motivation, mental health, adapting physically, cultivating a positive mindset. Which one feels like the most compelling starting point for you? And what's one small action you could take today in that direction?
That's a great question to ponder.
It is food for thought.
Definitely. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
My pleasure.
And until next time, keep those questions coming.
We'll keep digging deep.